Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I of course am Carl as usual, and we are going to talk about another fun vacuum today. I do hope everybody's week is going well. Mine has gone as good as you can when you work every day. So I am going to get into the video for today. We are going to be looking at another canister, our second on the channel so far. I know I do tend to favor uprights, but I do have a considerable amount of canisters. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the floor where I have a canister waiting for us. All right, so today we are going to look at a more recent acquisition of mine that I just got from my good friend and fellow YouTuber, Mitchell Armstrong. Now this is a Eureka canister, but to me it's a little bit more interesting than just any other canister, kind of like that Royal we saw a while back, because it's not necessarily canister shaped. However, it does do what canisters normally do. Now, this is a Eureka Model 1020A. The 1020A came out in roughly the 1960s. This one is a year 1962, and it came out in this lovely blue color. And this blue color was known as Lagoon Blue, in addition to that sky blue that the top is. You can kind of see on the hose as well as kind of the sides is that Lagoon Blue. This, of course, was accompanied by a series of uprights, a commercial machine, a floor polisher, more canisters, you name it. Eureka went all in on Lagoon Blue back in the 60s. Now, I was fortunate enough to get this machine in complete shape. It did need a new cord when I got it, so that was one thing that I did replace when I first got it. It had an appliance cord on it, so put on a regular vacuum cord. So that is now correct. It also has this lovely, and I know it's upside down, but normally you'd be reading it from this angle. And you can kind of see right there, it says Eureka in gold. And I don't know about you, but whenever I see something in gold, I have to stop and say, oh, that's significant. So, but the Model 1020 was a lot more deluxe in other ways. It, as you can see by the attachments, you had a lot of things that you could do with this. So with all those things, you needed different settings for the machine. So as you can see, there's this big dial. Normally, the dial, if you turn it, it would open the whole top of the machine, as you can see. However, with this particular one, it has also had different settings for rug and hard floor, curtains, drapes, you name it, this could probably do it. Now, this particular canister also featured what was called the VibraBeat, which was this fancy little attachment right here. On the bottom, you see these kind of 3 bars with rollers on them, not only to, roll across the carpet, but the thought process is that once you hook this thing up and got the suction going, this would vibrate the heck out of the carpet and somehow beat the schmutz and stuff out of it. And then I guess that was the thought, is that it would pull it up. Kind of like how Hoover had their beater bar sweeper on their brush rolls, and Eureka had their VibraBeat brush roll as well. But either way, this machine was a very deluxe machine with all of its different attachments, as well as its gold accents and assorted things that it could do. This machine, like I said, it's not like a regular canister because it's not shaped like a canister in any way, shape, or form. These were affectionately known as canned hams because if any of you recall or know of canned hams, they are still made, although I can't say that I know people that, the first thing they think of for dinner is, let's go get a canned ham. I haven't heard that. But when you went to go get your canned ham, it would come in a tin that looked very similar to this in shape. Of course, you'd pop it like a pop tab off of a can of soda, and then you would have your ham. In this case, there is no ham, but there is a vacuum cleaner. So this Eureka canned ham was a famous shape for many, many years for Eureka, and continued all the way up into the 70s, and was a very popular machine, very powerful machines. They went from being this type, which was the VibraBeat canister. These went on to be the Empress canisters, as well as Empress 2, which featured a power nozzle as well. And we will look at more of those as the time progresses. I have a lot of canned ham machines, so be looking for those videos if you're fans. But we are going to move on to our run demo of this. The canister itself is not very loud. So anyways, let's get on to that run demo. Okay, so here we have that Eureka canned ham. We're going to see how just loud it is on its own. Now, I will let you know that these machines do tend to change when they have an attachment on them, in terms of sound-wise, just with air direction and whatnot. But here's how it is without anything attached to it. So, not very loud. These were overall pretty quiet machines. I have seen machines from the 90s that were quite a bit louder than this. So, back in the day, these were not very big noisemakers, I will say. So, let's get on to the VibraBeat. Not VibraSlap, that's a musical instrument. I know what you're thinking there. So, we attach an extension wand. We attach another extension wand. You don't want to be that close to this thing. Come on. Then we attach our fancy little curved, bendy object to form of a hockey stick of some sort. And then we're going to attach the VibraBeat so we can beat this floor into submission. Or at least that was the intention, I think. Alright, let's get it going. Twist that back around. Okay, so here is the VibraBeat. I do hear air coming from it. It's just not vibra-beating as much as I usually hear from them. I do feel it vibrating underneath there, but maybe it's just a lot quieter. Either way, he is doing quite a good job on the carpet, for a floor tool anyways, so it is not too bad. You can hear the air whistling through it, but overall, a nice machine. So, and that's how loud this Eureka Model 1020 is. So, well, everybody, I hope you did enjoy this little exposition video of the 1962 Eureka Model 1020A, because it was a fun machine for me to play around with, and I do appreciate getting this from old Mitchell Armstrong there, so thanks again to you, Mitchell. And we'll cut off the run demo here. All right, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in to today's video. I hope you enjoyed my little display and test of the Eureka 1020 canned ham. Anywho, thanks again for watching, and I really do appreciate it. Keep looking for that next video, because I'm going to try to get as much as I can out to you guys as I can, I guess. I have a very busy work schedule, but I will continue to get things out. If any of you guys have any recommendations or requests, I know I do have a couple in works in terms of video-wise. Did have a couple requests for a couple different convertibles that I have. In terms of looks, they will be different, but in terms of motor sounds, they'll probably be very similar. Convertible motors were pretty similar over the years, but either way, I will be getting some more convertible videos coming out because I love the look of some of those machines, but stay tuned for those. Of course, if you're a canister fan, I will continue doing more canisters, but just let me know if you have any ideas of things you would want to see. So on that note, you folks have a great rest of your week or day or night or evening, and we'll catch you in the next one.